Washington, D.C. is a city full of important people and some self-important people as well, who have jobs which sometimes require something called credentials, which must be listed on something called a dossier.
We less important folks, I just call them resumes in the old days.
Most of these personal portfolios are available only to those who walk the high-powered corridors of the White House or Congress or the State Department. One dossier, however, is available to anybody in Washington.
Right on the newsstands. It's this magazine. It's called Dossier Magazine, and you can see all those important faces there. It's started 5 years ago by publisher David Adler, founded on the belief that Washington's social life is just as interesting as its political life. We're going to talk now with David Adler about him and his magazine. The principle in Washington for society was that Washington's social life revolves around politics, not any real society.
Revolves around position, as you had mentioned. Washington society is probably the only catalyst for bringing together diplomats, ambassadors, senators, congressmen, White House officials, and they are truly workaholics, not alcoholics, since most of them spend their time working, and the social scene is pure work.
Is it fair to say that when it first came out, it was quaint, perhaps, or considered that by some people?
Nobody thought that it would make it at all. No one thought that there was a market for this. We had just gone through the 60s and the Watergate era. This is the oldest form of journalism known to man. It is names and faces. We're a good news publication, and we are truly a dossier of what's going on. Diplomats use it to find out who's who, names, faces. Lobbyists use it as a regular tool. We publish a real estate transaction section that publishes who bought what house and for how much.
Is there a clamor to get in the magazine?
There is a clamor to move into the neighborhoods that we send it to sometimes. It truly has taken on a certain mystique. We're a good news medium.
There's some very famous faces.
Three late greats there.
But there's Rogers Morton and Rockefeller and Hubert Humphrey all together. And
for example, last week there was a party at the Canadian Embassy that pulled in all of the Democrats from the Carter administration. And these are the people that you thought would never go to these parties, and we're finding that they are becoming more sophisticated socially and know the need for these parties and to represent themselves and their administration in social Washington.
We've got a sequence here. This one is
That's
of the
Queen.
Queen.
That's a class party, right?
What is that?
Queen Elizabeth.
With President
Elizabeth
Ford.
and Betty Ford, that's
Yes.
right.
That's your basic above-the-salt invitation list, isn't it?
Now, not only a dossier, but everybody else covered that one, too. And here
Yes.
we have the Shah of Iran and Jimmy Carter at the White House.
Yes.
And Jimmy Carter's in the middle of a group of young boys.
That was a great picture at a picnic and barbecue in back of the White House.
Oh, I see.
And there's Mrs. Johnson with Mrs. Humphrey, isn't it?
They look like they're whispering
Yes.
whispering into Mrs. Johnson's ear.
Is your presence invited at most of these parties?
And
Do
Amy
hostesses
Carter.
and hosts want you there with your cameras?
We're very invited. We're not out to hurt them in any way, so they trust us, and that is one of the reasons that we do get invited and get invited back, which is the key to us.
Isn't it true that the society in Washington changes every 4 years?
It changes the minute your position is gone. You're immediately taken off a lot of the lists. And we're finding that's happening right now, that there is people taking bets on who's going to be the big people in the Republican administration, and are the Democrats going to their last few parties or not?
What do you do about divorce? When two prominent people get divorced, do you stop covering the lesser of the two, or do you try to cover them both in different places?
We'll cover the person with the position.
Tell us about the Green Book, and is that your Bible?
It is the Social Register of Washington. There's a lot of controversy about whether it truly is the Social Register of Washington.
Is the president at the top of the list?
The president is on, yes, as a matter of fact.
Ever is.
But
That's the deciding factor.
yes, there's a lot of controversy, and if you get divorced or if your children do something wrong, sometimes you're taken out. It's totally arbitrarily done.
Mr. Adler, in 10 seconds, do you think your magazine could hurt some people running for re-election when the folks at home see all the good times that they're having there?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
David
very
Adler,
much.
for giving us a peek at the last 5 years.
And happy anniversary to that one.
Dossier Magazine,
Yes,
that's
good
right.
talking to you again.
There's some